Attendance matters a tremendous amount, much more than we ever realized, even starting as early as kindergarten, possibly even earlier than that. What we know from national research is that if you don't just look at unexcused absences or truancy, but look at all absences, we already know that 1 out of 10 kindergartners actually miss 10% or about a month or more of school. The campaign really has made as an explicit focus on attendance. I think one of the very early outcomes the campaign is hoping to do is to bring community partners together to reduce the gap in school readiness, reduce chronic absence, and also reduce summer reading loss. And that is something that communities, not just schools, but communities and schools and families working together can achieve. The only way we're going to address this issue is if we make it part of a national priority. And so this helps to put the issue of attendance within the context of larger federal, state, and policy changes. Education in this country is very locally driven. So you have to have at the local level wonderful examples of how you can make a difference. There are already some amazing examples. Baltimore, for example, has been able to have its chronic absence levels in middle school. There are other places which have actually been able to show the impact in the early grades. For example, in Grand Rapids, where they've been able to significantly decrease chronic absence levels in a number of elementary schools. So one goal is to make sure that there are these local examples of innovation everywhere, and that we have as a campaign tools for teachers, parents, health providers, mayors, anyone who wants to be involved in affecting or reducing chronic absence to be able to use. We need to be able to have a way so that we can, at the school level, identify which kids are chronically absent, what percentage of kids are chronically absent, are there particular populations of kids who are chronically absent. We need that at the state level as part of state longitudinal student data systems. But then the other thing is, once you have the data, we have to put in place some more incentives for people to use it. I think success will look like every school in the United States understanding what chronic absence is, why it matters for school success, and using that information to monitor on a regular basis which kids are chronically absent, and then use data on the patterns of chronic absence by classroom, by grade, by neighborhood, by subpopulation, to identify what are the biggest barriers to attendance if it's a problem, and partner with community agencies so they can get kids to school every day and help their families get kids to school. And use that information as well to really build a culture of attendance, starting in pre-K, helping families to understand that attendance every day matters for their child's long-term success.